망치는 꽃집이다. 하늘 없지. 여기 지나시니까. 공간이 없어.
zelo shabdon taji bina yagane nabo chenpo dagi shamdak chanchun junji jenji namba je yeba jego bawa chanwa zi dhamma dhamma runi dhadu zhi yeba deba dhan 동제 송 대신 셔보 송네 전와즈 저베 신네 제와 넘버즈 진소 저베 우저 년도 뭐 저와 진도 자이 레보조 지 메게 게베 게도 저저 메게 마셔도 제
praise to Mahakala, the sixth armed Mahakala.
Sanje Dembo Nyembo Zongwando, Gunjo Uba Nyembo Dembo No, Daja Benlo Koda Jenamji, Yinye Baje Damje Shiwando, Jindi Ngodo Nyedo Zendo Zi, Ho Nyezen Jere Zela Jaz, Shabdon Daje Bina Yagane, Nabo Jembo Dagi Shamdabje, Chanchun Jeyi Nyenye Namba, Yeban Jego Bawa Chanwa Zi, Dhamma Dhamma Runi Dhadu Zhi, Yeban Deba Dani Dongze Song, Dishin Sheba Soni Shenwa Zi, Chabe Shini Chewa Namba Zi, Jinsu Chabe Oda Yendo, Jawa Zindu Raye Leba Ju, Chiwe Mege Gebe Gedamde, Jaza Mege Ngashu Doshe Je, Rinche Tega Ngayi Ulai, Shine Shine Doma Lenze Me, Bande Chandu Bala Cha, Zelo Sanje Demba Nyembo Songwa Da, Kunjo Oba Nyembo Demba Da, Daja Benlo Koda Jenam Ye, Yinye Baje Tamje Shewa Da, Jindi Ngojo Nyedo Zendo, Ho Nyezen Jere Zela Cha, Zelo Shabdon Daje Bina Yagan, Nabo Jembo Daye Shamdan, Janju Jinyi Jinyi Namba Nye, Yeba Devo Bawa Janwa
Praise to sixth armed Mahakala, whom I bow to the swiftly acting Avalokiteshvara, wearing anklets, your feet tremble Vinayaksha. Mahakala, you wear tiger skin skirt, your six arms are adorned with ornaments of snakes, your upper right hand holds a carved knife, your middle hand holds a garland, your lower hand fiercely plays a hand drum, your three left hands hold a skull cup, a three-pronged spear, and a trident and a lasso. Your fierce mouth bears its fangs. Your three eyes are wrathful. Your hair is blazing upward. Your forehead is well smeared with vermilion. The crown of your head is sealed with Akshobhya Buddha. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels and 5 dry skulls. Please come down from the tree to receive this Dharma offering. Glorious six-armed Mahakala, we offer you worship and praise. Fiercely guard the Buddha's teaching, fiercely honor the sublime state of the three jewels. Please pacify all adverse conditions and obstacles for us, masters, disciples, and followers, and quickly grant us the accomplishments we desire. So this prayer is repeated. Whom I bow to swift acting Avalokiteshvara, wearing anklets, your feet trample Vinayaksha. Mahakala, you wear a tiger skin skirt. Your 6 arms are adorned with ornaments of snakes. Your upper right hand holds a carved knife. Your middle hand holds a garland. Your lower hand fiercely plays a hand drum. Your 3 left hands hold a skull cup, a trident, and a lasso. Your fierce mouth bears its fangs. Your 3 eyes are wrathful. Your hair is blazing upward. Your forehead is well smeared with vermilion. The crown of your head is sealed with Akshobhya Buddha. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels and 5 dry skulls. Please come down from the tree to receive Dharma offering. Glorious 6-armed one we offer you. Worship and praise. Fiercely guard the Buddha's teaching. Fiercely honor this sublime state of the 3 jewels. Fiercely and please specify all adverse conditions and obstacles for us, masters, disciples, and followers, and quickly grant us the accomplishments we desire. Whom I bow to swift acting Avalokiteshvara, wearing anklets, your feet trample Vinayaksha. Mahakala, you wear a tiger skin skirt. Your 6 arms are adorned with ornaments of snakes. Your upper right hand holds a carved knife, the middle holds a garland, and the lower one holds fiercely plays a hand drum. Your 3 left hands hold a skull cup, a trident, and a lasso. Your fierce mouth bears its fangs. Your 3 eyes are wrathful. Your hair is blazing upward. Your forehead is well smeared with vermilion. The crown of your head is sealed with akshobhya. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels and 5 dry skulls. You please come down from the tree to receive this Dharma offering. Glorious 6-armed Mahakala, we offer you worship and praise. Fiercely guard the Buddha's teaching. Fiercely honor the sublime state of the 3 jewels. Please specify all adverse conditions and obstacles for us, masters, disciples, and followers, and quickly grant us the accomplishments we desire. Keep saying this prayer.
Tabe shene jawa namba ze jenso tabe oda nyendo bo jawa zindu da ye leba jo jue mege gebe nyendo taza mege nga ju do shen je rinje toga nga ye wola nye shinle chende doma lenze pande changdo bala ja zelo sanje tenpa nyembo songwa na gunjo upa nyembo teba na daja penlo kona jenamgi kinye baje damje shewa na jide ngodo nyedo zedo ze ho nye ze jere se la cha zelo shabdo daje bina yaga nabo jembo dagi shamdabje chadru dugi Nyeba jigo bawa changwa zi dhamma dhamma rune dhadur Yumba deva dhamne dongze son dishin sheva sunne changwa Tabe shene chawa namba zi jinso tabe oda gendo ba Jawa sindu reye leva jo jive mege gebe gedab Taza mege ngaji doji je rinje tuga maye wala nye Shinle shene dhamma lenzebe bande chadu bala ja Sanje tenpa nyembo songwa da Gunjo upa nyebo deba da Daja penlo koda jenam ye Yenye paje tamje shewa Jide ngodo nyedo zedo ze Ho nye ze jere ze la cha ze lo Shabdo daje bina yaga ne Nabo chenpo dagi shamdab Chanchu chuji nyenye namba nye Yeba dego bawa chanwa ze Tama dhamma ro ne dandur Dhamma dhamne dongze som Deshin shaba su ne chanwa Tabe shene jawa namba zi jinsu tabe uda gendo ba jawa sindu raye leba jo jiwe mege gebe gendo Shine jene doma lenze be bande chadu bala ja Sanje tenpa nyembo songwa na gunjo oba nyembo deba na Daja penlo koda jenam Kini baje tamje shewa dan jede ngodo nye do ze do ze jede se la cha ze lo shabdo da je be na ya ga ne na bo chenpo da ge sham da cham chun chun yi jin je nam ba nye ye ba je go ba wa chang wa ze dhamma dhamma ro ne thang don je ye ba de ba dang ne dong ze som de shi she ba song ne chang wa Chabe shene chawa namba zi, jinso chabe oda gendo ba, chawa sindu raye leba jo, jiwe mege gebe gendam de, chaze mege nga shen do she, linche duka nga yi wala nye, shingle chene damba lenze, pande chacho pala cha zelo, sanje tenpa nyembo sonwa, kuncho upa nyembo deba na, dasha ben lo koda jenam, Kini baje tamje shewa da jide ngojo nye do ze do ze ho nye ze jere ze la cha ze lo shabdo da je bina ya ga na bo jembo da ge sham da je cha ju ju ye nye nye nam ba nye ye ba je go ba wa chang wa ze da ma da ma ro ne dang do yin ba de ba dang ne dong ze song de je she ba song ne chang wa ze da be she ne jinsun chabe wada gendo wa jawa sindu raye leba chiwe mege gebe gendam de chaze mege nga she do je je rinche duka nga ye wala shingle chene dhamma leze pande chacho pala cha zelo sanje tenpa nyingpo songwa na kuncho oba nyingpo deba na dasha penlo koda jena Kini baje tamje shewa Chidi ngondu nye doze ho lama gombo yeme la dane gube gyabso je daso semche tamje ge nyama malu sewa gombo lama yeme la dane gube gyabso je daso semche tamje ge baje malu
Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all other sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. So these two verses are repeated. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all other sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all sentient beings completely eliminate mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Mahakala, who is inseparable from Lama. From the Lama, may I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all other sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all other sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome all obstacles. Through this virtue, may I and in all my lives fully uphold the Dharma of the conqueror, overcome adverse conditions and create favorable conditions for it, and attain the state of inseparability of Lama Mahakala. the crown of your head is sealed with akshobhya. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels and 5 dry skulls. Please come down from the tree to receive this offering. Lord, glorious sixth Psalm of Mahakala, we offer you worship and praise.
En amulag chashin she nganzu gongpo sunga nangirta.
So my mother used to say, our Mahakala. So she was feeling very close with Mahakala, and so she usually said, our Mahakala, our Mahakala.
When
I fled Nobulinka, I went to the Mahakala shrine and told Mahakala that I am leaving into exile, going to exile to India. So I reported this to Mahakala, and then when the truth of our matter becomes clear, I made prayer in front of the Mahakala in Nobulinka, and I made that prayer So I felt that Mahakala actually agreed with me that the Tibetan issue will be cleared. So Mahakala is very unique to me. And in actuality, we have come into exile. And having come into exile, the sixth Mahakala, enlightened activity has been continuous for us. And so here we are doing the permission blessing of the permission initiation of the combined four practices of four deities. The combined practice of four deities. So when I fled Noble Inca, I made my prayer in front of six Mahakala, and I remember Mahakala actually nodded at my prayer. And so, during all these years of my exile, since coming into exile, the six sound Mahakala's enlightened activities has been continuously with us. And so, during this time in exile, today we have here many monastics and lay people gathered here at this temple. Everyone trusts the sixth Mahakala. So many people have come here, and then there are many people who have newly found interest in the teaching of the Buddha, and the name of the Dalai Lama is also, the Dalai Lama also is someone who spreads the enlightened activities of the sixth Mahakala, and sixth Mahakala himself has also served me as well. The Mahakala prayer, whom I bow to swift acting Avalokiteshvara, wearing anklets, your feet trample Vinayak. Mahakala, you wear tiger skin skirt. Your six hands are adorned with the ornaments of snakes. Your upper right hand holds a carved knife. Your middle one holds a garland, and the lower right hand fiercely plays a hand drum. Your three left hands hold a skull cup, a trident, and a lasso. Your fierce mouth bears its fangs. Your three eyes are wrathful. Your hair is blazing upward. Your forehead is well smeared with vermilion. The crown of your head is sealed with Akshobhya Buddha. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels, and 5 jewels of 5 dry skulls. Please come down from the tree, to receive this dharma offering. Glorious six-armed Mahakala, we offer you worship and praise. Fiercely guard the teaching of the Buddha. Fiercely honor the sublime state of 3 jewels. Please pacify all adverse conditions and obstacles for us, masters, disciples, and followers, and quickly grant us the accomplishment we desire. So the prayer is repeated. Whom I bow to the swift acting of Avalokiteshvara, wearing anklets, your feet trample Vinayak. Mahakala, you wear a tiger skin skirt. Your 6 hands are adorned with ornaments of snakes. Your upper right hand holds a carved knife, the middle one holds the garland, and the lower hand fiercely plays a hand drum. Your three left hands holds a skull cup, a trident, and a lasso. Your fierce mouth bears its fangs. Your three eyes are wrathful, your hair blazing upward, your forehead smeared with vermilion. The crown of your head is sealed with Akshobhya Buddha. You wear a necklace of 50 human heads dripping with blood. Your head is adorned with jewels of 5 dry skulls. Please come down from the tree and receive this Dharma offering. Glorious 6-armed Mahakala, we offer you worship and praise. Fiercely guard the Buddha's teaching. Fiercely honor the sublime state of 3 jewels. Fiercely pacify all adverse conditions and obstacles for us, masters, disciples, and followers, and quickly grant us the accomplishment we desire. Whom, with respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all the sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all the sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Through this virtue, may I in all my lives fully uphold the holy Dharma of the conqueror, the Buddha, overcome adverse conditions and create favorable conditions for it, and attain the state of inseparability of Lama, Mahakala. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I know that the sentient beings completely eliminate all mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Through this virtue, may I and in all my lives fully uphold the holy Dharma of the conqueror, overcome adverse conditions, and create a favorable condition for it, and attain the state of inseparability of Lama and Mahakala. Through this virtue, may I in all my lives fully uphold the holy Dharma of the conqueror, overcome adverse conditions, create favorable conditions for it, and attain the state of inseparability of Lama, Mahakala.
wa song le jin wa cha be shi ne cha wa nam ba je jin so cha be wo da yin do wa da wa sin du da ye le wa chi me ge ye be ge da de da za me ge nga je do je je ren je du ga ma ye wo la xin le jin ne do ma le ze be ban de chang zhou ba la ja san je den ba nian bo song wa da gun zhou ba nian bo de ba na da jia ben lo ko da jin nam ye yin ye ba je dam je xie wa ji de ngu zhu nie de ze zu zi lam gu bo ye me la da ne ge be jia zu je da zu sim je dam je ge nian ma ma le ze wa gu bo la ma ye me la da ne ge be jia zu je da zu sim je dam je ge ba je ma le ze wa ye wa di ze ra gun de da ye we dam je ma le zin ba di ye ye zi je de ge ge la ma gu bo ye me zhou ye ji chu nga le ma ma ri gun du zhe be go den be zu ra zhen be na bo che la cha ze de hong ye zhe je de ze la cha ze le she dong da je bi na ya ga ne na bo shen bo da ge gan da je cha de zhe ye jin je na ba je ye ba de bo ma wa zhang wa他妈的马人的大都是拥抱的把当的动作中，敌人小花中的金王子，招牌是的小花南巴子，金色招牌我这见到我，招牌新都在夜来我就去每个夜白人，大家每个我见到些。这些都阿妈也我老爷，现在现在都马来这边，把这上周把老家这老三千天把人保送啊。我说我年不得不到，大家跟老婆到济南的，今年把这他们这些话，现在我这年都是老妈公婆也没了，但是这边小自己，到时候他们这个娘妈妈留些话说，公婆老妈也没了，但是这边小自己，到时候他们这个把这妈留些话说，也话，都能也他们这妈留些话。第一件事是等这个老马公婆也没周节节去俺来买这工作去，这边路上就是那我去了小子，心肝没我说，没做不了。
Mandala offering. Is crowned and adorned with perfume, strewn with flower, adorned with Mount Meru, Mount Sumeru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it to you. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure Buddha field. May the great sound of the great Dharma drum dispel all the suffering of sentient beings, and may you live forever to teach, to give us the teachings. So today we are doing the Mahakala, the four combined practice for deities, Jenang. Since I was very small, since my childhood, I was very close, feeling very close to the sixth sound Mahakala at Nobulenka. I was almost like the the cherished child of Mahakala, and I also felt very close to Mahakala. So in any way, the practice and meditation on the altruistic spirit of enlightenment, bodhicitta, and the view of emptiness are my main practices, as it is the heart of Mahakala himself as well. And so I have been like the dear child of Mahakala. So even when I was in China or after coming into exile, I rely on Mahakala inseparably. So here, those of us who are in exile, we have freedom, and so as we have the freedom, we make prayer to Mahakala. And then we are doing this permission blessing of Mahakala. The 6th Mahakala, regarding the 6th Mahakala, the Mahakala at Nobulenka, when I was fleeing, I saw the Mahakala in Nobulenka, and I very clearly remember that the 6th Mahakala was actually smiling at me and winking at me. And so this shows that his enlightened activities is inseparably with me. So whether during my visit to China, or after coming to exile here in India, the 6th Mahakala has been my main Dharma protector. So we are doing this permission blessing of 6th Mahakala, and regarding His Eminence Kalu Rinpoche, he had very unique connection with 6th Mahakala. And then the students of Kalu Rinpoche, of course, it's your own wish, and from my side also, I feel the 6th Mahakala to be different from others with regard to accomplishing common siddhis, or realizing bodhicitta, and through the practice of loving kindness and compassion, and also the view of emptiness. So the 6th Mahakala is something different. It's unique. So in order to do the permission blessing, so the disciples have rinsed your mouth. No, so the mandala offering is done. It says this recounts a story of this, in particular when the glorious Shawarepa was practicing in the cool grove, channel ground. Mahakala appeared before him and taught him the sadhana, or the means of practice of Mahakala, and so on. The Reverend Vajrayogini Avalokiteshvara and Tara also appeared before Shawarepa and taught him their respective sadhanas and sadhana, and so on. At that time, Shawarepa composed this method of practice for the deity, of practicing the 4 deities in a combined way, and passed it on to Maitripa. Maitripa in turn passed it on to Kyungbu Nejur. Mahasiddha Rahula had a vision of 4 deities and composed a sadhana, and so on. In accordance with that vision, Mahasiddha Rahula also had a similar vision of the 4 deities immediately after the birth from his mother. After his birth from his mother, in Mahasiddha Rahula's biography, it says, at the time of the delivery from his mother, he had a vision similar to the present one. He saw a black Kala or Mahakala, Lokeshwara, Chandasik, Tojane Jurma, Vajrayogini, and Avitara. Tara, Dalma. So he had vision of the Rahula. The Mahasiddha had vision of this Mahakala since his childhood. Chungpo Nejo received teachings from Rahula. It is also said he gave oral instructions on the 4 deities and bestowed empowerment. He achieved realization by practicing for 3 months without distraction, consistently meditating on 1 session each before dawn, and you will attain supreme and common realizations. So these lines indicate the fruits of practicing the 4 deities are quickly accomplished. And so please repeat this. I will not abandon your lotus feet and take refuge in other principal deities, heroes of living beings, O great sage. Please grant me this supreme acumen. Please grant me this supreme acumen. Please grant me this supreme acumen. Then generating the 5 deities in preparation for taking the Bodhisattva vows. So with regard to the mandala in front, a triangle or source of phenomena, as it's called, appears. There's outside of which is white and inside is red. It arises as a bliss and has the nature of bliss. In its center there is a multicolored 4-petaled lotus, the hub of which is a cubit high. On it your root Lama appears in the aspect of Vajradhara, sitting on a sun, moon and lotus seed. He is adorned with various precious ornaments, holds a Vajra and belt crossed at his heart, and it sits in the cross-legged Vajra-legged posture. So since my childhood I have had very strong connection with the 600 Mahakala. I received the 13 different permission channels of Mahakala from Rinpoche, and also I received the blessings of Mahakala from my tutor Ling Rinpoche. Of the 4 petals of the lotus, on the eastern petal, in front of the Lama Vajradhara, the seed syllable palm transforms into a lotus, on which the seed syllable ram transforms into a sun mandala, on which the seed syllable gum appears, which transforms into the worldly deity, white Ganapati, with an elephant face. Ganapati's right hand holds a skull cup and his left hand holds a radish. With his head turned to the right, he has fallen on his back and is lying supine. Above him appears the seed syllable hum, which transforms into a carved knife marked with syllable hum. Rays of light emanate from the hum, destroying all harmful forces. Rays of light return, and the carved knife, together with the seed syllable hum, transforms into a swift-acting lord of pristine wisdom. Mahakala, who is dark blue in color and has 1 face and 6 arms. Blazing intensely, he is extremely wrathful and very ferocious. His mood swings and his 4 fangs are bared. He has 3 round red eyes that flash like lightning. His frowning features are drawn into a scowl. His golden brown hair is raised, and his eyebrows and whiskers blaze like the fire at the end of the eon. His tongue is twisted as he lets out a thunderous laughter, roaring ha ha. His first right hand holds a carved knife, second one holds a garland of human skulls, and the third one holds a damaru, made of 2 human skulls, which he plays fiercely. His left hand holds a skull cup filled with blood. His second left hand holds his trident, and his third left hand holds a Vajra lasso. A blue snake binds his hair. He wears earrings of red snakes, armlets, and multicolored snakes. Armlets of multicolored snakes, a short necklace of white snake, bracelets of yellow snakes, a long necklace of green snake, and a belt and anklets of white snakes. He is dressed in the skirt of fresh tiger skin tied with a girdle of green silk, and so on. So with regard to Mahakala, the 600 Mahakala, since my childhood, my mother used to say, our Mahakala, our Gompo, our Mahakala. So she was feeling very close to him. So me too, I feel very close to, I feel very close to Mahakala, 600 Mahakala, since my childhood. So his belly is sagging, his stout-limbed, and his magnificent presence is overwhelming. His head is adorned with 5 dried human skulls, and he wears a long necklace of 50 human skulls dripping with blood. His forehead is smeared with vermilion powder. The crown of his with the akshobhya, adorned with the akshobhya, and his arms and legs are all well adorned with tiny bells that emit twinkling sounds. He's wearing a fresh elephant skin as his upper garment, with right leg bent, his right leg bent and left hand leg extended. He stands in a dancing posture in the center of a blazing fire of pristine awareness, trampling Vinayak. And then next is on the southern lotus petal, to the right of the Lama Vajradhara, there is an open lotus and a sun disk on which the two old deities Bhairava and Kalaratri are lying. Above them is the red steel-syllable tree, which transformed into Reverend Vajrayogini. Her body is red and her loose hairs is dark blue. She is as youthful as 16-year-old, has a smile on her face, and visible parts of her fangs that protrude slightly from her mouth are sides of a grain of barley. Her three eyes are looking to the left into space at all the Buddhas of the three times. Her right arm is extended in line with her right hip in a cutting posture, holding a carved knife in her right hand. Her left hand holds up a skull cup with nectar of all the Buddhas in space, which she drinks by pouring it into her mouth. The crown of her head is done with bones, wheel, Varajana, and 5 right hands. She wears bone earrings, necklaces, bracelets, anklets, and the belt, along with a garland of 50 human heads. She is standing upright with her right leg extended, trampling Mahadev, or Bhairava, who is bent over 3 times, while her left leg is bent, trampling Umadev, who is bent over 3 times. In the crook of her arm, she's holding a katanka. And then next is Avalokiteshvara on the western petal, lotus petal. Behind Lama Vajradhara, there is a lotus, a sun disk and moon disk, on which the seed syllable tree appears. The tree transforms into Avalokiteshvara, who is white in color and has 1 face and 2 hands. His right hand is a gesture of granting refuge and holds a vase. With the thumb and right finger of his left hand, he holds a white lotus stem at his heart, which opens at the level of his left ear. His hair falls loosely over his shoulders. He sits in with his right leg extended, left bent, and Amitabha adorning his head. And then there's green Tara on the northern lotus petal, which is at the left of the Vajradhara, Lama Vajradhara. And then next comes the Bodhisattva vows. So we, in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, our main practice is the Bodhisattva practices, the deeds of the Bodhisattvas. Regarding myself, right from the beginning, as soon as I wake up, I meditate on bodhicitta and observe the precepts of Bodhisattvas. Please repeat these lines for Bodhisattva vows. I take refuge in the 3 jewels, individually close all my virtues, rejoice in all virtues of all beings, and mentally take up enlightenment of Buddha. Until I am enlightened, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. I generate the spirit of an awakening to fulfill my own and others' welfare. So this is very important. To achieve one's own goal, you need bodhicitta. And to achieve the well-being of others also, bodhicitta is needed. And for temporary as well as the long-term goals, you need to have bodhicitta. For the accumulation of merit and wisdom also, we need to have bodhicitta. So I generate the spirit of enlightenment to fulfill my own and others' welfare. So having generated bodhicitta, having cultivated and developed bodhicitta, the purpose of which is to serve all sentient beings. And so you are saying, having generated this spirit of supreme enlightenment, I invite all sentient beings as my guests. For the sake of all sentient beings, you are determined to achieve Buddhahood. So all sentient beings on this earth, whether you know them or not, all of them are, what we are doing is trying to cultivate an attitude whereby we consider all of them as our near and dear ones. So having generated the spirit of supreme enlightenment, I invite all sentient beings as my guests, and having called them as my guests for happiness and bliss, then I should engage for the benefit of oneself and others, for temporary as well as lasting goals. All the different practices that are related to them, you are saying that you are determined voluntarily to practice them all. Engage in the supreme and wonderful conduct of a bodhisattva. So, having generated the spirit of supreme enlightenment, I invite all sentient beings as my guests and engage in the supreme and wonderful conducts of bodhisattvas. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all living beings. So please repeat this. So I consider cultivating bodhicitta extremely important. Daily I recite these lines and generate bodhicitta. Always. So having generated spirit of enlightenment, and I invite all sentient beings as my guests, engage in the supreme and wonderful conduct of bodhisattvas. May I attain Buddhahood to benefit all sentient beings. So please repeat. Repeat these lines now. Please repeat. I take refuge in the three jewels, individually disclose all my non-virtues, rejoice in the virtues of all beings, and mentally take up the enlightenment of Buddha. Until I am enlightened, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. I generate the spirit of enlightenment to fulfill my own and others' welfare. Having generated the spirit of supreme enlightenment, I invite all sentient beings as my guests and engage in the supreme and the wonderful conduct of a bodhisattva. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Next is the unique, uncommon vows of Tantra. Please fold your hands, put your hands together, folded hands, and repeat. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please pay attention to me. From now on until I reach the essence of enlightenment, I, say your name here, shall, in the same way as the protectors of the three times, generate the unsurpassed, excellent spirit of enlightenment that is set on the enlightened state. I shall firmly observe the three kinds of ethical discipline, keeping the ethical precepts, gathering virtuous dharmas, and working for the welfare of other sentient beings. From now on, I will take the vows of the unequaled three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, that derive from the yoga of the Buddha. I shall perfectly keep the Vajra, bell, and mudra of the great and supreme Vajra family, and uphold the Vajra master too. As to the delightful Samaya of the great and supreme Ratna family, I shall engage in the 4 kinds of giving 6 times every day. For the remarkable and pure lotus family that has arisen from the great enlightenment, I shall guard the outer and sacred teachings, the 3 vehicles, and their respective holy dharmas. For the great and supreme karma family, I shall perfectly adhere to all the vows and make offerings as best as I can. I shall cultivate the excellent, unsurpassed spirit of enlightenment and completely abide by the vows for the benefit of all sentient beings. So, all the vows of the Pratimoksha and Bodhisattva and Tantra practices must be kept. Beings who are not yet rescued, I will save. Beings who are not yet freed, I will release. I shall give relief to the ones unable to breathe and lead sentient beings to the state of beyond suffering. Repeat again. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please pay attention to me. From now on until I reach the essence of enlightenment, I, say your name here, shall, in the same way as the protectors of the 3 times, generate the unsurpassed, excellent spirit of enlightenment that is set on the enlightened state. I shall firmly observe the 3 kinds of ethical discipline, keeping the ethical precepts, gathering virtuous dharmas, and working for the welfare of sentient beings. From now on, I will take the vows of the unequal 3 jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, that derive from the yoga of the Buddha. I shall perfectly keep the Vajra, bell and mudra of the great and supreme Vajra family and uphold the Vajra master too. As to the delightful Samaya of the great and supreme Ratna family, I shall engage in the four kinds of giving 6 times every day. For the remarkable pure lotus lineage that has arisen from the great enlightenment, I shall guard the outer and secret teachings, the 3 vehicles of and the respective holy dharma. For the great and supreme karma family, I shall perfectly adhere to all the vows for offerings, make offerings as best as I can. I shall cultivate the excellent, unsurpassed spirit of enlightenment and completely abide by the vows for the benefit of all sentient beings. Beings who are not yet rescued, I shall save. Beings not freed, I will release. I shall give relief to the ones who are breathless, and lead sentient beings to the state beyond suffering. And now, for the 3rd time, also take the tantric vows. To all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please pay attention to me. From now until I reach the essence of enlightenment, I, say your name here, shall, in the same way as the protectors of the 3 times, generate an unsurpassed excellent spirit of enlightenment that is set on the enlightened state. And then you go through the vows of the 4 Dhyana Buddha families. And then at the end, beings who are not yet rescued, I will save. Those who are not yet freed, I will release. And those who I shall give relief to the ones unable to breathe and lead sentient beings to the state beyond suffering. So imagine at the crown of your head, visualize that a triangle appears. A triangle which is called the source of phenomena, the outside of which is white and the inside of which is red. It arises as bliss and has the nature of bliss. In the center, there is a multicolored 4-petaled lotus, the hub of which is cubit high. On it, the root Lama appears in the aspect of Vajradhara on a sun, moon, and lotus seeds. He is adorned with various precious ornaments, holds a Vajra and bell, crossed at his heart, and sits in the cross-legged Vajra posture. And then Mahakala on the eastern petal in front of the Lama on your crown. And from the seed syllable, palm transforms into the seed syllable palm transforms into a lotus on which the seed syllable Ram appears. So in this visualization, you have Mahakala transforming the seed syllable Gam transforming into worldly deity Ganapati with an elephant. Ganapati's right hand holds a skull cup and left hand holds a radish with his head turned to the right. He has fallen on his back and lying supine. Above him appears the Hum syllable, which transforms into a carved knife, who are marked with the syllable Hum. Rays of light emanate from the Hum and destroying all harmful forces. So the rays of light return, and the carved knife, together with the seed syllable Hum, transforms the swift-acting Lord of pristine awareness, Mahakala, who is dark blue in color, and one who has 1 face and 6 arms. Blazing intensely, he is extremely wrathful and very ferocious. His mood swings, and his 4 fangs bared. He has 3 round eyes and that flash like lightning. His frowning features are drawn into a scowl. His golden brown hair raised, and his eyebrows and whiskers blazed like fire at the end of the eon. His tongue is twisted as he lets out thunderous laughter. Roaring, ha-ha. And then the different features of Mahakala, first right hand holding a carved knife, second one holding a garland of human skulls, and then third one holding a damaru, and then his which he plays fiercely, his left hand holding skull cup filled with blood, his second left hand trident, and his third left hand holding vajra lasso. A blue snake binds his hair. He wears the earrings of red snakes, armlets and multicolored snakes, or armlets of multicolored snakes, a short necklace of white snake, bracelet of yellow snake, a long necklace of green snake, and a belt and anklet of white snakes. He's dressed in a skirt of fresh tiger skin and so forth. And then his forehead is well smeared with vermilion. The crown of his head is sealed with akshobhya. And so next is Vajrayogini on the southern lotus petal, which is to the right of Lama Vajradhara. There is an open lotus and a sun disk on which the two worldly deities Bhairava and Kalaratri are lying. Above them is the red syllable Sri, which transforms into Reverend Vajrayogini. Her body is red in color, loose, and her loose hair dark blue in color. She is as youthful as 16-year-old, has smile on her face, and visible parts of her fangs that protrude slightly are the sides of grain of barley. Her three eyes are looking to the left into space, all the Buddhas of the three times, and so forth. So please repeat these. Precious Guru, please bless me so that my negative actions, defilements of body, speech, and mind, together with the latencies, may be cleansed and purified, so that my negative actions and defilements of body, speech, and mind, together with their latencies, may be cleansed and purified. Please bless me so that my negative actions and defilements of body, speech, and mind, together with their latencies, may be cleared and purified. So because of this request, rays of light emanate from the head of the Lama Vajradhara, who is at the crown of your head. The light invites all the root and lineage Lamas who come forth and dissolve into the Lama Vajradhara. Again, rays of light emanate from the heart of the Lama Vajradhara, inviting all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the hosts of personal mandala deities, heroes and dakinis and dharma protectors who come here and dissolve into the Lama. Lama Vajradhara, who is at the crown of your head, becomes an embodiment of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, the hosts of mandala personal deities, heroes, dakinis, dharma protectors. An immense stream of nectar flows from the Lama's body. The nectar falls on you like snow on a lake and enter your body through every pore of your body, cleansing and purifying all your negativities and defilements of body, speech, and mind, together with the latencies. Please repeat this. Namo Buddhaya. So feeling convinced that you are receiving the blessings of body, speech, and mind of the Lama Vajradhara, who has the nature of embodiment, all embodying all the objects of refuge, repeat the following mantra. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Guruhe, Vajra Vire, Virene, Shreye, Daka Dakini, Zoga Zokini, Sarva Buddhaya, Bodhisattvaya, Shranam, Gachami, Ke. So let's do it with just one repetition. And then the Lama also recites the mantra and plays music. Feel convinced that you have received the blessings of the Lama Vajradhara. So feel convinced that you have received the blessing of Lama Vajradhara. And next, please repeat this request to the Mahakala, Lama Mahakala, and your host of deities. Please bless me that I may pacify all the adverse conditions, my outer and inner obstacles. So personally, since my childhood, I feel very close to the six-armed Mahakala, and I so have a very firm conviction to request the blessing of Mahakala here. As I said earlier, my late mother used to say, our Mahakala, our Mahakala, our Mahakala. So she was feeling very close to Mahakala. So I also feel very close to Mahakala. When I fled Noble Inca, I first went to see Mahakala, visited Mahakala, and then left Noble Inca. So on my part, since my childhood, as my mother used to say, our Mahakala, I also felt very close to Mahakala. So please repeat this. Om Bezar Mahakala, Kim Keta, Bikin Vinayakar, Hum Tra Hum Pepe Swaha, Om Bezar Mahakala, Kim Keta, Vinayakar, Tra Hum Pepe Swaha, Om Bezar Mahakala, Kim Keta, Bikin Vinayakar, Hum Pepe Swaha. So feel convinced that you have received the blessing of Mahakala. And next is receiving the blessing of Vajrayogini. So make request to Reverend Vajrayogini, who is at the crown of your head, by repeating the following. Lama, Reverend Vajrayogini, and your host of deities, please bless me so that I may bring the heroes and dakinis of the three sacred places under my control. Having made this request, say a rays of light emanate from the seed syllable, free at the heart of the Reverend Vajrayogini, who is at the crown of your head. The light invites Reverend Vajrayogini, who is surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas from the Kechari Pure Land. And she dissolves into Vajrayogini at the crown of your head, whereupon red bodhicitta, formed by the merging of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, emerges from the secret place of the Vajrayogini. The red bodhicitta enters your crown, fills your entire body, and creates special undefiled bliss. Feeling convinced that Reverend Vajrayogini is blessing you, repeat the following mantra. Om Beza Nara Tim Tim Hum Pe Hum Pepe Soha. Om Beza Nara Tim Tim Hum Pepe Soha. Om Beza Nara Tim Tim Hum Pepe Soha. So feel convinced again that you have received the blessing of Reverend Vajrayogini. So the sixth Mahakala is someone whom I had prayed since my childhood, and so I feel very close to Mahakala. And so if you pray to Mahakala, definitely you'll receive his blessings. So when I fled Noble Inca, I saw the sixth Mahakala, and when I looked at his face looked quite cheerful, smiling, and so I had a very strong feeling. And so after that, I fled from Noble Inca, my Sama palace. So I feel that I've received blessing of the six-armed Mahakala. Next is Avalokiteshvara. Oh, no, he's on his jump. Please repeat this.
엄다래 도다래 너래서 근데 상하고 죄네 죄도 수사 나무부터야 나무 구루해
Repeat this.
배자 비라자
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Guru He, Banjabira, Virina, Virina, Shriya, Virina Shriya, Daka Dakini, Zoka Zokini, Sarva Buddhaya, Bodhisattvaya, Sharanam, Gacchami Ke, Better Mahakala, so Bezabella, Kim Viga Binaya, Tam Hum Pepe, so Ombeza Nara Chimchim, Hum Pepe, so Ombeza Nara Chimchim, Hum Pepe, so Umma, Benzer Mani Peme, Ombeza Raksha Nama Samanda Humpe, Ombeza Raja Namasanda Humpe. Ombeza Raksha Namasamanda Humpe, Dare Tudare Ture Soha, Dare Tudare Ture Soha, Dare Tudare Ture Soha. Next is requesting the 4 empowerments. Please repeat these requests to the Lama. Reverend Lama, great compassionate one, please combine the 4 deities into one practice. Kindly bestow the 4 empowerments upon my body and help me to attain the 4 kayas, noble bodies of a Buddha. Help me to attain the 4 Buddha bodies. Help me to attain the 4 Buddha bodies. So because of this request, rays of light emanate from the body of the Lama Vajradhara and strikes the 4 deities. As a result, the 4 deities dissolve and become part of the Lama Vajradhara, with Avalokiteshvara placed at his forehead, Tara at his throat, Mahakala at his heart, Reverend Vajrayogini at his navel. And then from the body of the Lama Vajradhara and the 4 deities, rays of light radiate into the 10 directions. The light invites the whole host of male and female Aryas, exalted beings, such as Lamas, personal deities, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, heroes, Dakinis, Dhamma protectors, and guardians of the teaching, and so on. They sink into every part of his body and remain brightly dispersed all over his body, both internally and externally. Namo Buddhaya, they repeat this mantra 3 times. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Gurube, Vajravira Virene Shreya, Daka Dakini, Zoka Zokini, Sarva Buddhaya, Bodhisattva, Saranam, Gacchami Ke. Please repeat. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Guruhe, Vajravire Virene Shreya, Shreya, Daka Dakini, Zoka Zogini, Sarva Buddha, Bodhisattva, Sharanam, Gacchami, Keke, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Guruhe, Veda Virane, Virana Shreya, Daka Dagini, Zoga Zogini, Sarva Buddhaya, Bodhisattva, Sharanam, Gacchami, Keke.
Lama Yidam.
So Lama, meditation deity, you should see them as your mind and Lama in Yidam to be inseparable. in nature and seek their blessings so that all the negativities and defilements are cleansed. So we are Dharma practitioners. As it says, the 3 actions of body, the 4 of speech, and the 3 of our minds. So all the negativities, negative actions that we have committed with our body, speech, and mind, imagine that they may be cleansed. Secret. Is crowned, anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon are visualized as a Buddha filled and offer it to may all living beings. Visualize this as a Buddha filled and offer it up to you. May all living beings enjoy this pure land, pure filled. In the land surrounded by fence of snow mountains, the source of all good and benefit and happiness is you. Tenzin Gyatso, Jinrisi Avalokiteshvara. May you live until the samsara comes to an end.
nam je sang su ma le mang du ji an ja we nu de ga si shi ye le gun ju yi shi ngai yu de je la me zo na la da ja dong shu da be.
This is the prayer for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, written by his two late tutors, Gyabje Yongzhen Ling Rinpoche and Gyabje Yongzhen Tijang Rinpoche. So this prayer for the long life of His Holiness, written by the two tutors. So the magical dance of the infinite conquerors, three secrets, all appearing in such ways as tame, wish-granting gems, source of all the worlds and nirvana's goodness. Assemblies of kind, direct and lineage gurus, to you we make requests with intense longing. Grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the Land of Snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. So these 4 lines, the last 4 lines, are refrain. Dustless apparitions of great bliss wisdom acting like clouds in the whole Dharmadhatu sky, appearing as countless supported mandalas, all you assemblies of Yidam deities, the meditation deities, to you we make requests with intense longing. Grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the Land of Snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves, and so forth. So and then the long life prayer of His Holiness, written by the late Jamyang Khenze Chogi Lord Rinpoche.
Saju Wanju Jembo Shamde Zo Chanchu Lamgi Rimbe Ngondo Zangwa Sumda Yeme Tebo Le Genda Ze Yende Same Nyo Chanchu Tongwa Nyebo Shamde Zo Cheze Zomla Chanpo Mingha Je Bobe Dejin Gebo Yongzo Soso Yanda Rikbe Jede Chole Namgi Jembo Shamde Zo Losan Yewe.
The prayer for the long life of His Holiness Dalai, 14th Dalai Lama, Supreme Victor and Omniscient, called The Melody of the Nectar of Immortality by Jamyang Khyentse Chögyal Lodge. The vast love and paramount wisdom of the Buddhas, all are embodied in Lokeshwara, white like a dazzling snow mountain, sublime and holy Lord of the world. You who are His emanation, a guru for each and every being in the three realms, may you be victorious. Wondrous and without equal in the three worlds, omniscient and as unique as the Udumvara flower, great crown jewel for the teaching and all beings on earth, supreme victorious one holder of lotus, I pray for your long life. Always and forever enlightened, yet in this age of conflict, you gather living beings within your embrace, your resolve and your commitment unshakable like a vajra. Great Lord, on the 10th Bhumi, I pray for your long life. All the realizations of the stages of the path of enlightenment are merged as one with your sacred body, speech and mind. Your qualities of knowledge and love, inconceivable. Second Buddha of the northern land, I pray for your long life. Of teaching Tibetan composition, your mastery is unimpaired. In you, the 8 great treasures of brilliance have opened wide, with a specific path, perfect understanding. You teach the Dharma. You who are victorious in every direction, I pray for your long life. Through your explanation, accomplishment, activity, you spread the enlightened Tsongkhapa's precious teaching in 100 directions, annihilating the deluded arguments of malicious opponents. Fearless line of speech, Manjushri, I pray for your long life, and so forth. Blessing for the tea. I pray to you, O Supreme Lotus, noble Lotus holder Padmapani. You are the adamant and grand, gentle glory who has mastery of speech. Your ways of sublime insight is replete with the nectar of exalted wisdom, and you are embellishing jewelry, beautifully adorning the vast, playful ocean of upholders of Dharma. And then the blessing for the sweetened ceremonial rice. So, so I'll give a transmission of this six-armed Mahakala to make this concluding auspicious conclusion ceremony. So it says at the end, this was composed by the Mahasiddha Shawari, the glorious Shawaripa, when he had a vision of the Mahakala. So imagine the Lama, who is inseparable from the Mahakala, dissolve, who are before you, dissolve into you. I recite this prayer every day, and I am also a practitioner of Mahakala because I practice bodhicitta and the insight into emptiness. So the blessing of Mahakala has entered my heart, and all those people who love me, also who admire me, will also will have a very successful life in this and the future lives. And so make the prayer for your success in this and other lives. Please repeat this. I'll do So I'll do everything, in other words, with this sayings, I'll do everything the principal deity has instructed me to do. So please. Concluding prayers of this permission blessing. Lama rinje dabe ge doje jensha bela de chila male jongwe go ngodo male tobe ne baje male sevel lama la shi tola ne yende rabzo kangi re wo je chila che gende tsimze je rangse lenje ge bo denze sheje lama namye tashi sho de ba bola buddha These are the auspicious lines in relation to the Yidam deities and lamas and the protector deities, Dhamma protectors.
Sunam da ye ri ye Rinpoche Nyen da Chenpo Nam Ka Shen Do Siri Neme Shen De Len Ye Nyen De Ya Su Choi Cha
Shi Shu.
Lama ina la kano ga so no la de no no jen de je zo de ye bo je de ze wan ta be go go mo ye shi no bo do je je nyu ze ma ga la cha zhu bo ho je zo la jen de je zo ze ju zo ye ye shi nga ye da je bo yo la wan yu go ma bo ye bo no jo so ye ye bo je an cha me bo da je de da je je jin je ye de ren je ga zo ye be ma ye de ben den den do ye bo jo tam den do bo ben jo de wen je zan din de do zo da ya ben den na zo dam den de ya zo ye wan de Lama yin kan zhe zo na la bi ye zhe de me ma le tam zhen de zhe ya zo chen bo de gong bo ye no bu do zhen de wan de gan de no 是呢是，我都长大了，我他们的是家族全部的牛子马，卡拉长州吧，他们是家族从南至南边，每天那边做个些娃子，我他们的。家族全部的家是光啊，也不送爷爷，这种的也马祖南那边，西野湾这边老马多些这么。我做你做你做，他见我的做多别朝我。 so chen de ye ma me so na do da ma lam ye chan na be me de je se de dai gam jong je de dan de ni je je yu la chen da da ye ba.
This is invocation of the Dharma protectors of Tibet, written by His Holiness the Dalai Lama in 1970s. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Lama, who is inseparable from Mahakala. May I and all other sentient beings completely eliminate our mental afflictions. With respect and devotion, I take refuge in the Mahakala, who is inseparable from the Lama. May I and all other sentient beings completely overcome every obstacle. Through this virtue, may I, in all my lives, fully uphold the holy Dharma of the conqueror, overcome adverse conditions and create favorable conditions for it. And may attain the state of inseparability of Lama Mahakala. The prayer of words of truth. All these are dedication prayers. So this ceremony concluded with this prayer. May whatever is undertaken by those malevolent beings, be they visible or invisible, who due to their perverse aspirations in the past are hostile to the Buddhist teaching, be uprooted by the truth of the three jewels.